In my previous video, I have discussed about mountains and plateaus. In this video, I am going to discuss about plains, deserts and rivers. Plains. The surface of the earth, as we can see, is not the same everywhere. Some are highlands and some are lowlands. Plains are flat and are lowlands, and they are leveled. Plains are formed by deposition of sand and silt by rivers. The northern plains of India were formed by the deposits brought in by three major rivers and their tributaries. Alluvial was deposited at the foothills of the Himalayas for millions of years. These deposits are now the fertile northern plains. As plains are pretty flat, so living here is much easier than living in the highlands. It is much preferred by human beings and animals as they are completely flat and are easily accessible for different types of work. So plains are more accessible for the people to live here than the mountains, because they are lowlands and they are flat and it is easily accessible for different types of works. Now let's go through the importance of plains. Plains have fertile soil which is suitable for agriculture. It is easier to construct roads, railways, aerodromes and canals in the plains. Most big cities and towns are located in the plains. As plains are flat land, so many big cities and towns are located in the plains. Now, let's take another landform, that is deserts. A desert is a barren area of landscape where little precipitation occurs and consequently living conditions are hostile for plants and animals. Deserts have dry climate. Days are hot and nights are cold. Frequent dust storms occur, very less vegetation. Only few species which can survive in the dry climate are found, like cactus, etc. Now, another landform is rivers. Water flowing from highlands to lowlands over a long distance is called a river. The route through which a river travels is called the course of the river. The place where the river begins its journey is called its source. The source of some rivers is in the snow mountains. When the snow melts in summers, the water flows down the mountains in small streams. These streams join to form rivers. Now you can see here in this picture, when the snow melts, it flows down in the form of streams and it makes a river. Rivers flow through mountains at a great speed. Over the years, from the place of origin to its mouth, a river passes through three stages. So now in this video, we are also going to learn about the three stages of rivers. The three stages of rivers are the upper or the young course, the middle or the mature course, and the lower or the old course. The upper course is the young course. The upper course is the part which is close to the source. The speed of the river in this course is very high. So the upper course is from where the river starts originating. That is known as the upper course, and in this the speed of the river is very high and river cuts a deep and narrow channel in the mountains, and some features of the upper course are canyons, waterfalls and rapids. So when the river is coming down, it makes some kinds of natural features like canyons, waterfalls and rapids. Canyons look like this, and the waterfalls, everybody has seen waterfalls. So this is a waterfall, and the rapids are the features that are formed by the river in its upper course. Now the middle course or the mature course. The middle course of the river begins when it leaves the mountains and enters the plains. The speed of the water decreases and the river develops loops which are called meanders. So you can see here in this picture, river leaves the mountains and enters into plains, and the speed of the water here decreases and the river develops some loops which are called meanders. So see here, this type of loops which are developed when in this course are known as meanders. A meander is a widening curve or bend in a river. So this you can see that it is a bend here in the river. So this type of feature is known as meanders. River Ganga has a meandering course between Allahabad and Varanasi. Now the lower course or the old course. In this course, the river joins a bigger water body such as sea. In the upper course, the river is originating from the mountains, and in the middle course, the speed of the river decreases and it enters into the plains. And in the lower or the old course, what happens? The river joins the bigger water bodies like sea. The speed of the river is very slow, and the river deposits the silt it carries near the mouth, forming a triangular shaped land called delta. So whatever silt which the river was carrying, it gets deposited in this course and it forms a triangular shaped land that is known as delta.